This is your Arizona State Representative, Myron Sosi, encouraging you to practice good sportsmanship by treating coaches and players from both teams with respect, acknowledging outstanding efforts from both teams, respecting officials and accepting their decisions, avoid demeaning, negative, or foul language, and to remember the teachings of our elders. And to our students, our athletes, if you lose, don't make up excuses. If you win, don't rub it in. Learn from mistakes and get back in the game. Always do your best. If someone else makes a mistake, remain encouraging and avoid criticizing. Show respect for yourself, your team, your family, and the officials of the game. Again, good luck to all the 3A North basketball teams. And again, this is your Arizona State Representative, Myron Sosi. Good luck.
Welcome to Northland Basketball, presented by Sports Zone Radio. Exclusive coverage of Navajo Nation and White Mountains varsity basketball online at sportszone123.com and on the Sports Zone Radio smartphone app. And now, it's time for Northland Basketball.
Everybody, welcome back to Northland Basketball. Welcome into the first round of the boys 3A state playoffs. And we are in Page, Arizona for tonight's big matchup. The Page Sand Devils getting set to face a team that they know awfully well this season, the Monument Valley Mustangs. Page checks in as the number 10 seeded team in the 3A boys state tournament. You see there on the graphic, Monument Valley is the number 23 team in the state, a team that needed to beat the Sand Devils last week in the 3A North Region Tournament semifinals. Just actually needed to beat them in the first round of the tournament. No, take it back. They needed to win in the semifinals just to get here to the state tournament. So Monument Valley took care of business then with a terrific effort from this team. I mean, they played their hearts out to beat the Sand Devils in a close game. That was last Friday in Window Rock. That advanced them to the 3A North Region Championship game, but just by beating the Sand Devils in that semifinal, Monument Valley was able to earn themselves a trip to the state playoffs, and they had to do that because after their work in the regular season, an effort that saw them below 500 at the end of the regular season, they were not qualified to get to the state tournament. So by finishing in the top two of the tournament, they earned themselves a right to play here today and a chance to end the playoff dreams of the Page Sand Devils. That's what's in front here tonight, everybody. The Sand Devils, well, of course, you know what they want to do. They want to advance to the second round coming up on Saturday. out there on the floor making some announcements as we get set to go on this one. And we've got a fantastic, we think it's going to be a wonderful national anthem presentation. Calla Smith delivered a memorable national anthem at the 3A North Region Tournament Championships. And we're going to go ahead and do the best we can to dial in her audio. It might be a little difficult, but we'll see if we can get Calla's audio here as she brings you the national anthem, this evening here in Page. The reaction of the crowd says it all. She did a wonderful job again here. Calla Smith delivering the national anthem at Page High School tonight for this 3A state playoff matchup between the number 10 seeded Page Sand Devils and number 23, the Monument Valley Mustangs. The Mustangs have gotten better and better as the season has gone along. They are 14-14 overall right now, their record. They have won the last 4 games in a row. They have won their last 4 games in a row, and they have also won 7 of their last 8 of their last 10 games. And before that, boy, I tell you, they did things like they went on a stretch. They lost 7 games in a row at one point. Finally, at the early part of December, started winning games again, but still suffered in that month of December their fair share of losses. And when you put it all together, you get that 14-4 overall record right now. But they're playing way better than a team that might just be a 500 level team. And I think that they're playing way better than a number 23 seed. So you get to see them try and make a return trip this year to the state championship. They got to the finals last year before finally losing after a great playoff run. Starting lineup being announced here for this Monument Valley team. No starters include guys like Sean Shorty, Kerry Nash, Jaden Redhouse, Ralph Gray, and Uziel Flores, the senior, one of the most dynamic players you'll find out there. Starting lineup announced now for the Sand Devils. Page, the number 10 seeded team in the state tournament. And I think Page is better than a number 10. We're going to find out which one of these teams has what it takes to get to that second round. Starting lineup for the Sand Devils includes a sophomore, Joseph Benali, Maximus Reed, another sophomore, also getting his name called in the starting lineup. Senior Bryce Williams is out there in this lineup. So is Talon Herder. Talon's a junior. And the final starter is another junior, Tyree Stingley, who wears number 33. He'll start, so just one senior in the starting lineup for the Sand Devils. They're going to have a great team again next year. This team that got upset by Ganado just toward the end of the season. Otherwise, they would have figured into perhaps a top seed in the 3A North Region tournament. Well, we're ready to go here, everybody, and thank you for joining us for our broadcast from Page High School. Lake Powell just down the road a little bit. A beautiful sight. We got a chance to see another beautiful sight we'll tell you about here in a little bit, as we spent most of our day today here in Page, Arizona. Actually spent our entire day in Page, Arizona, USA. Opening tip is controlled by the Sand Devils. They've got the ball. Joseph Benali on the right angle to Bryce Williams, and now Bryce will go on the cut, and he gets the pass. He gets his own rebound, and he'll put that one back in for the first points of the game on a feed from Tyree Stingley. Well, a nice little set play that the Sand Devils opened up with, and they're going to get some early momentum with that make right there, everybody. And here's the first jump shot try. No good for Carrie Nash of Monument Valley. They surrender the basketball. 2-0 as we get it started. There's a cut to the basket. That shot is good for sophomore Joseph Benali. And a foul will send him to the free throw line. The guy that commits the foul is Latrell Begay. Latrell is going to get invited to go to the bench, and here comes Sean Shorty into the lineup from Monument Valley. So count the basket for Benali, and we'll see if he can make this an early 5-0 advantage, and he does. So 5-0, our score. Sand Devils in front at home, and a packed house here at Sand Devil Gymnasium. Drive and dish, nice spin, and nice assist for Yuzil Flores. Carrie Nash has Monument Valley's first points today. Ball deep on the angle, left side, Bryce Williams now at the top. Joseph Benali, spin move, Sean Shorty. He'll take it back outside. Sorry, that's Maximus Reed. Wrong side, wrong team, and a pass that drops back outside, intended for Tyree Stingley. He'll have to track it down. See him there, pull up on the angle, and the three is on the way. No good there. Talon Herder has it. He's got that rebound for the Sand Devils. They keep it alive, get a new shot clock. Reed on the drive, back to the corner. Benali right there, and Sand Devils will pull it back outside and reroute their offense. Reed downtown, it's on the way, and it's no good. And Yuzil Flores pulls down the rebound for Monument Valley. Well, I want to say hello to all those friends of ours out there that are watching the broadcast, wherever you might be. And I know at least one group of friends, and that would be the Snowflake Lobo boys basketball team. Give a little shout out to head coach Joe Clare and those outstanding Snowflake Lobo players that are standing by to play the winner of this game on Saturday. But first, let's get back to business. How about Joseph Benali? He's got a hot start, 6 points in his team's first 8 points in this one, as he knocks it down from straight over the top. Nash, right side. Sean Shorty going to get it to Jaden Redhouse, back outside. Ralph Gray on the way with the shot. That one no good, tipped around. Sand Devils will come out of it with possession. So already the crowd is at a fever pitch here. And an offensive foul against the Sand Devils will bring out the Boo Birds a little bit. The whistle is on Talon Herder, his first foul of the game. 8-2, the Sand Devils jump out early in this one. We go under 5 minutes remaining in the first quarter. And that one's going to skip out of bounds. And a Monument Valley turnover. Mustangs are riding quite a bit of emotion in the past few games that they've played, and they won that 3A North Region Championship with a 58-48 win on Saturday over the Chinle Wildcats. We'll see if they continue to have that momentum. The guy you saw there on the screen, Yuzil Flores, was lights out in that game. His effort against Chinle is one that's going to go down in the annals of legend up north. Certainly at Sports Zone Radio's Northland basketball era. Well, that was a legendary performance. Nice touch pass, but an even better shot block. Kerry Nash rejects Talon Herder. And Kerry, maybe the best shot blocker in the north, gets that. But it's going to be Talon Herder getting his revenge in the end with a basket inside after it was controlled by the Sand Devils. But a nice block by Kerry Nash. Jaden Redhouse at the top. Ralph Gray goes baseline. And he runs into trouble. Threw it right away. Thought he had a guy collapsing behind him. Nobody there. And now a tip out. Tip out. Hey, listen, they're going to say control. Lost out by the Sand Devils. That'll belong to Monument Valley. As you see it again. Do I dare say it? Do I dare say it for Kerry Nash? Not in my Hogan. Kerry with the big blocked shot for the Monument Valley Mustangs. I'm probably going to have to say that for a bigger moment when the crowd erupts wildly. I'll pull that one out for you one more time, everybody. Hey, I want to thank our good friends. I want to thank Danny Nakadene and Damon Nakadene. The entire Nakadene family. They treated Derek and I today to a tour. The Adventurous Antelope Canyon Tours. Got a chance to tour the famous Upper Antelope Canyon. I'm sure you've seen pictures of it. Amazing pictures come out of that place, and we got some amazing pictures while we were in there. We had an unbelievable tour guide. Her name is Irene Lamone, and Irene is phenomenal. If you get a chance to take a tour with Adventurous Antelope Canyon Tours here in the Page area, I would highly recommend that you try to work it out to get Irene. Now, they're probably all great tour guides. We have our experience with Irene. She was amazing. We learned so much. And the main thing we learned, I think, we learned all kinds of facts and the story and the history, but we learned about how to use your phone, how to use a cell phone to get the best pictures in that kind of environment. There were things about our phones we had no idea, so it was pretty amazing. As you get a whistle, and that's going to be an offensive foul on Jaden Redhouse. He didn't quite agree, but it doesn't matter. You don't really get that.
Number 2, Jaden Redhouse.
It's not up to you, is it, as the player? So it's going to go back the other direction. The Sand Devils have it, and they got an 8-point lead. So thank you again to Danny Nakadene and Adventurous Antelope Canyon Tours. I highly recommend them. We had a wonderful time today. Top of the key, there is Joseph Benali. Swing it to the corner, Max Reed. Maximus drops it inside. Tyree Stingley on the baseline. And a good job by Jaden Redhouse. Walling up out on that side and making that one a tough shot for Tyree. Rebound, Monument Valley. Here they go on the angle. Bounce pass to Redhouse. Quick move. And Kerry Nash has to pick up a loose ball. Under 3 minutes now left first quarter. Pull-up jump shot right side. And the shot is going to be no good for Yuzil Flores. Bryce Williams. Benali back to Williams. And Benali got open for a three because somehow he fooled the defender, Yuzil Flores, into chasing him into the paint, but he never went. He stayed outside and he got open for that three-point try. Didn't go in, as you saw. And then the Mustangs turned it over early on in this game. Monument Valley has been plagued a little bit with their own mistakes. Coming into the game now for the Sand Devils is Preston Ross. Ross checks in for the Sand Devils. Shot on the baseline. Williams is fouled, and Bryce is going to get a chance to go to the line for the Sand Devils. And the guilty party is Ralph Gray. That's Ralph's first foul of the game. Team foul number 3 on Monument Valley. The Sand Devils have one team foul here with 2:19 on the clock in the first quarter. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass Intent halftime report coming up at halftime. I want to thank our sponsoring partners that help make this possible, and say thank you to State Representative Myron Sosi. Myron Sosi representing District 7. And Myron, generous enough to join us as a sponsoring partner of ours here for the playoffs in our coverage of Northland basketball. And 1 for 2 at the line for Bryce. In the corner, Redhouse thought about that left-handed 3, but back outside, deep. On the angle is Kerry Nash. Gets it to Ralph Gray, and we've got 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Gray picks up the dribble. Knocked from his hands by Max Reed. Kerry Nash, he's got Redhouse underneath, and Jaden able to collect the ball in. Collect his wits. Get a much-needed Monument Valley basket. Boy, just their second field goal early on here. The Sand Devils have been in command. Great performance early by the Sand Devils, and really we haven't even seen much of Tyree Stingley yet. His team leads big, but Tyree hasn't yet unleashed himself. Pull-up 3 is on the way for Yuzil Flores. One of the toughest shots in the game, if you ask me. Run that transition and then stop, hit that shot. Flores hits his first field goal of the game. Just like that. 5 quick points by Monument Valley. Reed on the drive, and Reed's shot is going to go in as he stopped there along the baseline. Maximus Reed. Under a minute remaining in the quarter. Winner of this game gets to go to Snowflake on Saturday. It's a long drive no matter who it is. Flores stops at the foul line, and he came up just a little bit shy. There is Stingley ripping down the rebound for the Sand Devils. 35 seconds on the clock. The shot clock just about 3 seconds under the game clock. Not going to matter. There is Stingley on the drive and the leaner in and lay it off the glass. And Tyree has the points right there. Kerry Nash rebound, and Kerry's got the putback. A moment ago, Stingley's first points of the game. And for Kerry Nash, second basket for Kerry in this one. 7 seconds. Top of the key, Preston Ross. With 2 seconds, this one flies from outside. No good for Maximus Reed. And there is the end of the quarter. Well, Monument Valley hit 5 unanswered to close the game up a little bit. And then it was 2 straight buckets for the Sand Devils to get to a 15-9 lead. They lead going into the second quarter. We'll come back in a moment with that second quarter here from Page. The 3A North, well, it's actually the 3A State Playoffs, isn't it? Presented by Choice, NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6600. 888-848-6854.
Hey, we're back, everybody. We're back for the second quarter, and Monument Valley will have the ball first. See if they can get into that Sand Devils 6-point advantage. New into the game for Monument Valley is Jaden Sosi, number 11. Here comes Yasiel Flores on the drive, and the nice finish. Able to beat the big guys inside, and Flores has 5 points in the game. 15-11. Sand Devils in front. Sand Devils have brought in Jackson Smith. Jackson Smith making his first appearance to start this second quarter for the Sand Devils, and he's got the ball on the right angle. Ralph Bray covering him. And now back outside, swing it to the left side. There's Preston Ross, back to Smith at the top. Man-to-man Monument Valley defense. Dump it inside, Tyree Stingley trying to work that baseline. Nope, you got too far under. It's a good job again by Jaden Redhouse. Jaden, on a couple of occasions, has defended Stingley really well, preventing that entry, and Kerry Nash will get a second chance basket right there for the Mustangs. They're working at it, and they've got it down to 2. Sand Devils in front right now. And this is just a way different Monument Valley team than what we saw in December. And most teams are, I get it. Most teams have changed, improved. As you watch, I believe that was Jaden Sosi blocking that shot out here on the angle. And a pass off the hands of Redhouse out of bounds. So I get it that most teams have improved since December. I understand that, but I just feel like Monument Valley has made one of the more remarkable turnarounds. A lot of teams that are in the playoffs were playing pretty good basketball in December. And most teams, I would venture a guess, that are in the playoffs now had above 500 records in December and in January throughout those months. But not Monument Valley. Monument Valley has struggled. They got to 500, just 500, 14-14 when they won that 3A North Region Championship game on Saturday. But to suggest or think they didn't deserve to win would be to not understand how good they've been playing basketball. Tyree Stingley. Oh, his length, man. I tell you, when he drops that step and he turns, he goes from the foul line to the basket in about a step, 0.2. That's it. As you watch Flores, who doesn't have that length, but does it in a much different way. And Flores answers for Monument Valley. Stingley, now he's going to go right back to work. And Tyree is starting to find his voice in this one here. Tyree's got 6 points early on. And he, along with Joseph Benali, now lead the scoring for the Sand Devils. Latrell Begay in the game. Somebody out there contacted me, sent a message, said that they said, oh, that's trouble. That is a rare. Oh, I was going to say, I thought that was Yasiel Flores losing the ball. The official says he hit the ground because he got help from the defender. Well, take another look at it right here. Maybe not there. That's great job by Tyree Stingley. Here it is. Well, that's that other drive. That was the answer shot from Yasiel a moment ago. And yet another look at another shot for Stingley. Here's a lob inside live. Latrell Begay has it. He's going to put it off the glass for Monument Valley to continue to keep pace here with the Sand Devils. Latrell's first points. Somebody had messaged us or commented on one of our posts. There's Talon Herder on the feed, and Talon gets the lay-in. They said that it's not Latrell Begay, it's Kentrell Begay, and it's just not. It's Latrell Begay. His first name is Latrell. Now, if there's somebody else out there that's named Kentrell that I was calling Latrell, I apologize for that, but it is for Monument Valley, Latrell Begay, and he just got run over. Both he and Talon Herder ended up on the floor, and the officials decided that was incidental contact. Here comes Flores. He stops, and he tries to get one across the paint to Nash, and that's going to go out of bounds. Monument Valley turns it back over to the Sand Devils. Well, here at the Sports Zone, we've got, following this first-round boys playoff game, we've got a girls' second-round home game for the Show Low Cougars Friday night. Show Low plays Sabino on Friday night. in the girls' playoffs. Cholo, the number 3 seed, with that marvelous season they've had. And then on Saturday, we'll be at Snowflake. Snowflake will play the winner of this game. We'll have that coverage for you here at the Sports Zone. There's a nice drive, and up high off the glass, Tyree Stingley moves to the aft position. Is it the aft? No, the stern position, whatever it is. He's in front in the scoring for the Sand Devils. And then Kerry Nash drops a pair in himself for Monument Valley. He's got 8 points in the game, as does Stingley. Herder misses, got it back, missed again, batted around. MV with it, and there goes Flores. It's actually 2 on 3 up the floor, so he slows it down. Bryce Williams covering Flores. Ball in the hands of Ralph Gray. Now back outside, there's Kerry Nash. Flores leans from the baseline, missed the shot there, and it's knocked out of bounds. That was last touched by Stingley. Pass inbounds, and it's fielded by Uzil Flores. 3 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Ralph Gray in the corner. Back out on top. Kerry Nash guarded by Tyree Stingley. And the pull-up from the corner is good. Counted for Jaden Sosi. Jaden hits the team's second 3 of the game, and it's a 1-point difference, but not for long. Not for long, Tyree Stingley. He's got 8 points in the quarter, 10 points in the half for the Sand Devils. Tyree is the grandson of one of the all-time great Holbrook basketball players, and some would argue the greatest ever, Jackie Stingley, who won a state championship in the 70s with the Roadrunners. Here's a shot, and it's good from the corner. Maximus Reed with the shot. Sand Devils get a huge answer right there to that run that Monument Valley was kind of putting together. Latrell Begay on the runner, and Latrell is going to get hit, knocked to the ground, and he is on his way. 2 shots on the way for Latrell. The gentleman that puts him there is Talon Herder. That's the second foul of the game on Talon. You see the contact right there. Jackson Smith comes into the game. Joseph Benali returns for the Sand Devils, and Jaden Redhouse is in the game now. Well, I thought Latrell was going to get a chance to shoot too right there. I'm not sure why he didn't. He left the game. Inbound to Flores in the corner. Redhouse now. And Sosi, who hit that 3-pointer a moment ago, does it again. Jaden Sosi. Back-to-back threes for MV, and they cut the lead to 3 now, 28-25. Great first half. Playoff basketball here. Sand Devil Gymnasium. 90 seconds or thereabouts remaining in the first half. There's a rebound to Kerry Nash. See if Monument Valley will try to tie the game right here. Flores with Williams covering him to Redhouse. Gray with it. Kerry Nash. Flores toward the corner. And Flores goes right around Williams. And in front of Smith, puts the ball in off the glass. Boy, Uzil, such body control, such understanding of where the defender is and how to make that shot go. He is a special talent. Bounce pass, Stingley in the paint, and the best Tyree could do right there, he got himself in an awkward position, and the best he could do was what he did, and that's to draw the foul. And there he did. The guy that got him was Jaden Sosi. That's first foul of the game on Jaden. And only the first foul on Monument Valley in the quarter. 41 seconds remain in the period. Stingley misses at the free throw line. Take a look again. At the contact that puts Stingley on the ground. Tyree has a cousin playing in the NFL. Show you the kind of athleticism that the Stingley family presents. 35 seconds left till halftime. The Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report at the break. And that pass broken up. Joseph Benali. He is fouled as he goes in. And 2 shots on the way. Flores made sure that he didn't get a clean shot away. Monument Valley fans did not like the call. Benali at the line. Joseph had a great first quarter, but hadn't done anything a whole lot in the second quarter. You see the steal. Benali takes away the pass. And here comes the Joseph Benali free throw, and he makes them both. 4-point advantage for the Sand Devils. They've either led or been right there the whole time.
Offensive foul called on Ralph Gray. That's his second foul.
Closing out the half, everybody, right here. Page High School, who's going to advance? Who gets to continue to play in pursuit of a gold basketball and a state championship? Pull up for Stingley for 3. That's off the back iron, no good. And that's how the quarter and the half will come to an end. 31-27.
Sand Devils 31.
Great lead going into halftime for the Sand Devils. And a terrific game for the fans. They're loving it here. Let's throw that banner up for our friend Myron Sosi, the state representative for District 7. He is one of our sponsoring partners, helping us bring you playoff coverage here at the Sports Zone. Thank you to Myron Sosi, who we'll hear from on our broadcast here in a little bit. You'll hear in his own words, talking about sportsmanship and respect. And that's a message that he wants to make sure that you hear a lot as you tune in and catch our broadcast coverage of Northland basketball. Let's grab a timeout. We'll be back and break it down on our halftime report, everybody. A 4-point Sand Devils advantage, Northland basketball, and the 3A state playoffs presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo-owned, Navajo proud. What's your style? Classic, farmhouse, yeehaw, antique, contemporary, European, bonjour. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, are the experts to not only help you discover what makes you, you, but they'll do it with your budget in mind. The Furniture Gallery doesn't just sell furniture. They help you turn a house into a home where families laugh and celebrate, share a meal, and create lasting memories. At the Furniture Gallery, they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
Holbrook Family Dentistry is a proud partner of Sports Zone Radio's Northland Basketball. They've been serving Holbrook and the surrounding area since 2000, and they cheer for all our local teams and love it when the North succeeds. Holbrook Family Dentistry's 3 dentists are all general dentists from our local area, so they can perform most type of procedures in-house. They pride themselves on their ethics and kindness and genuinely love working with the communities of Northern Arizona. Come see us at Holbrook Family Dentistry on Iowa Street in Holbrook or call 928-524-6854.
The team at Beeman Well Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beeman Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beeman Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beeman Well Drilling.
If there's one player on the field that outperforms the rest, it's Perkins Cinders. Like any all-star, they put in the hard work by sourcing, sorting, and delivering all things dirt. Concrete materials, gravel, cinders, topsoil, mulch, and more. With over 5 decades of knowledge and expertise, manpower, and a whole lot of horsepower, Perkins Cinders will help you score that huge win with your project. Serving the entire White Mountains at PerkinsCindersInc.com. Get a load of this.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse, followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert and $1,000 cash. Call today.
536-5972 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Welcome to the Mountain Mobile Halftime. A complete first half breakdown of tonight's Sports Zone Radio Game of the Week broadcast. This is the Mountain Mobile Halftime.
Halftime with some activities going on here at Page High School. Welcome back, everybody, as we break it down on the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass halftime report. Northland basketball in the 3A state playoffs provided by the Sports Zone is presented to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. My name is Floyd Simmons. This Page Sand Devils boys team, the basketball team, is 17-8. What a season they've had this year. They had a great 3A North. They went 11-2 in the North and finished 1 game behind the Chinle Wildcats, who won the regular season title. The Sand Devils bowed out in the semis of the region tournament. And here they are with a 31-27 halftime lead over the Monument Valley Mustangs. We welcome you back, everybody. Let me look first, before we go any further on anything else, give you an idea of what's going on with the individual numbers. Tyree Stingley has 11 points in that first half to lead the way in scoring with the Sand Devils. Joseph Benali with 8 points. Maximus Reed has 5. Talon Herder with 4 points, and Bryce Williams has 3. Sand Devils have connected on a pair of 3-point tries. Joseph Benali has one of those. Maximus Reed has the other one. For Monument Valley, they are led in scoring by Yazil Flores with 9 points. Teammate Kerry Nash has 8 points. Jaden Sosi checks in with 6. 2 big threes to help keep pace with Page for Monument Valley. Jaden with 2 big threes in the second quarter. He has 6 points. And 2 points each for Jaden Redhouse and Latrell Begay. So 3 threes in that first half made by Monument Valley. Flores with one of those, and Jaden Sosi with 2 of them. He hit them on back-to-back Monument Valley possessions there in the mid part of that second quarter. Thanks to all of our sponsoring partners like Tallman Buck and Bulls. Thank you, Tallman, for joining us here in the playoffs. Our coverage of teams from the 3A North and the 3A East. A big thank you to Myron Sosi, Arizona State representative for District 7. Myron's message, sportsmanship and respect. He urges and encourages us all in that. We're going to hear him. We're going to hear his voice on that. He'll give you that message himself here in just a little bit. We'll have that for you as we thank Myron Sosi for his work with us here at the Sports Zone in our playoff coverage. Thank you to Choice NTUA Wireless, presenting sponsors of Northland basketball and what we get to do here in our coverage of the White Mountains and the 3A North, the Navajo Nation. I want to say thank you to Jennifer Hall. Jen Hall is working with us like she did the last time we were here in Sand Devil Country at Page High School. Jen is assisting us with our scoreboard. Normally we're able to use information that is transmitted to us directly from the arena scoreboard. But the scoreboard that they use here in Page, which they're going to replace for next year, thank goodness. It's a little ancient. It's not really capable of interfacing with us and for us to be able to use their exact data and information. So, Jennifer Hall, one of the ladies that works here, she actually works, I believe, in the inventory department here in the Page Unified School District, and she is experienced as a scoreboard controller. She is operating a separate scoreboard controller just for us. So sometimes we're not exactly, right on time-wise. We're 2-3 seconds off. You don't really know that when you're watching. We know it, but it's about as close to perfect as you can get when you don't have the actual scorekeeper for the game that's providing that information to us. So I want to say thank you to Jennifer Hall working with us on our broadcast, helping us to get that done. And to our production team as well, Derek Simmons, producer. Our technical director is Julio K. And on camera tonight is Jessica K. Now, the four of us got a great treat last night, and I just do want to make you as jealous as I can out there, everybody. Please be jealous when I tell you that last night after our game broadcast in Tuba City, we got to cover that game there. The Holbrook Roadrunners defeated Tuba City in the girls' first round of the playoffs. Final score 53-52, and it was a phenomenal game and just a terrific finish. We were treated to a great game. But after that game, the Tuba City boys head coach Pete Butler, right there in the middle of your screen with that multicolored hat right there, the gray beard. Yeah, that guy right in the middle. That's Pete Butler. He's such a dear friend of ours here at the Sports Zone. His wife is right next to him in her glasses. She's looking down. That is Celia, Pete's wife. And the two of them, quite often when we go to Tuba City, they invite us to have dinner at their house. And it's Navajo tacos every time. And so we went to their house last night and had amazing Navajo tacos. And so from the bottom of my heart and from the rest of our team, I say thank you to our friends Pete Butler and Celia, his wife. The Navajo tacos were, as they always are, pretty amazing. So thanks, guys. I know you're going to hear about this later, but you deserve the biggest thank you ever. And it's amazing because, we'll go and we'll do these games and we get out of there and it's late. And last night the game went really long, that girls game. And so we got out of there almost the same time you get out for a double header, when it's a boys game that starts at 7:30. So we got out of there pretty late. And we pull into their house at, 10 o'clock or something, at 10:20, something like that last night. And the house is just buzzing with activity, and everybody's there. They got a lot of friends and family, and they got just fry bread coming out of the frying pan, and the great food. The Navajo tacos were incredible last night. So thank you to our good friends for treating us as they do so often when we go to Tuba City. Thank you to Pete and Celia. Well, there's what halftime looks like. The teams are going to come out and get ready for the second half here in just a bit, everybody. Before we go to the break, let me quickly look for you at the brackets. The boys' state playoff bracket. Of course, you've got this game here. The winner of this gets to play Snowflake, the 7 seed, coming up 7 p.m. on Saturday night. Same part of the bracket at the very bottom of the boys' bracket. You've got that game going on right now in Show Low, the number 15 Show Low Cougars taking on number 18 Payson. Payson, most recently in the matchup between those two teams in the 3A East, Payson defeated Show Low. Payson's on quite a run here lately. They've got 3 very, very good 3A East region victories of late. And so they've kind of got some momentum. We'll see if Show Low can pull it out at home, and we'll get you an update on that score here in just a bit. Show Low or Payson, the winner there will face Gilbert Christian, the number 2 seed in the tournament, on Saturday at Gilbert Christian. Others in the tournament, let's see. The winner of Florence and Palo Verde Magnet will face off against the top seed Valley Christian on Saturday. Also being played right now, Coolidge and Sabino. Winner of that gets to go to Chinle on Saturday night. Chinle, the number 8 seed in the boys' playoffs. Number 12 Fountain Hills right now is hosting number 21 Scottsdale Christian. Winner there plays ALA Ironwood, the 5 seed. And then you've got number 13 Push Ridge hosting number 20 Thatcher right now. And that winner will go to Holbrook on Saturday, play the number 4 seeded Holbrook Roadrunners. That's what the boys' tournament looks like, everybody. Well, why don't we do this? Let's get that message from Myron Sosi. Myron Sosi, let's hear words himself from District 7 State Representative Myron Sosi, his encouragement to us all on our sportsmanship. Here's the state representative for you.
Hey, basketball fans. This is your Arizona State Representative Myron Sosi, encouraging you to practice good sportsmanship by treating coaches and players on both teams with respect, acknowledging outstanding efforts from both teams, respecting officials and accepting their decision, avoid demeaning, negative, or foul language, and to remember the teachings of our elders. And to our students, our athletes, if you lose, don't make up excuses. If you win, don't rub it in. Learn from mistakes and get back in the game. Always do your best. If someone else makes a mistake, remain encouraging and avoid criticizing. Show respect for yourself, your team, your family, and the officials of the game. Again, good luck to all the 3A North basketball teams. And again, this is your Arizona State Representative, Myron Sosi. Good luck.
Thank you, Representative Sosi. Thank you, folks, for joining us. Others that make it possible for us to provide the coverage include Holbrook Family Dentistry. Thank you to Holbrook Family Dentistry for their outstanding partnership with us here at the Sports Zone. And I want to say thank you as well to Tallman Buck and Bulls. Tallman Buck and Bulls stepping up with us here in the postseason to help us provide you this coverage. Thank you to Tallman Buck and Bulls. What was the name of that Army, the name of the big bull there? Army what? Army Slash. Army Slash. That's the prize bull. That's the number one big boy in the Tallman Buck and Bulls stable. Army Slash. Thank you to Bernard Tallman and the good people at Tallman Buck and Bulls for joining us. Present this coverage. And here we go, and the first points of the second half belong to the Sand Devils on a beautiful assist by Tyree Stingley, and that was Max, right? Maximus Reed that got the points there. Max has 7 points now as he delivers the first second half bucket for the Sand Devils, and look at the work by Uziel Flores with the defender right there over the top. Still gets the shot to go in. So tough at that, and the guy that got him was Bryce Williams. Bryce with his first foul of the game. So 33-29 after the two makes that you just saw. And the second half underway here at the home of the Sand Devils. Flores, good on the foul shot. And here we go, everybody. Welcome back in. Floyd Simmons on the play-by-play call for the Sports Zone. The 3A East, it's not the 3A East, it's the 3A State Tournament. It's presented, our coverage presented by Choice NTUA Wireless, and a whistle. And the ball out of bounds. Monument Valley will take over, everybody. And how about our officials for this one? We have not yet introduced our officials, and we'll give you that opportunity to meet these gentlemen here in just a moment. Long shot on the way. Flores off the front iron, no good. Scramble around for it. And a jump ball is called. That's Neil Yazzie, the famous Neil Yazzie fade right there. Looking so good. Man, the guy just looks so good. And here's a guy who wishes he had a fade. That's our friend Brian Ecoff. Brian Ecoff. And no, I'm kidding. He doesn't wish he had a fade. He loves the look, and we do too. And we got one more official. We'll get you just a moment, everybody. Turn around, and the shot is up. No good. Tipped. Still no good. Look at the battle going on. Sean Shorty had another shot at it before finally. There's Michael Seeby. Michael Seeby, the other official here calling this one tonight. Great crew, great officials. Brian, Michael, Neil do a great job, as they all do. These officials we get to work with here across the north. Well, after the shot would not go in on the other end of the floor, it's Bryce Williams with a fadeaway. Bryce connecting for the Sand Devils. 35-30 our score. Kerry Nash to the baseline, and a nice move to get a look at it. But Uziel couldn't finish. Slapped out of bounds. Monument Valley, another opportunity. Inbound. Kerry Nash to Flores and Uziel. Well, the officials did not blow a whistle. Ball goes out of bounds. Uziel feel like he was the last guy to touch it right there, but they're going to go ahead and give the ball to Monument Valley. So, no call right here, and the officials, I guess, they just feel like, incidental? I'm not sure. Not going to call it either way on either of those two players. One of those examples of letting them play it out. So you get another whistle. This time we're going to get a foul, and the foul goes against Bryce Williams. It's his second of the game. Shooting foul for Jaden Redhouse. And I'm going to spend a moment here in our broadcast, folks. I'm going to spend a moment with Celeste Claw. I'm going to stand up, Coach. I'm going to stand up with you. With Celeste Claw, the head coach of the Page Sand Devils. Coach Claw, thanks for stopping in.
No problem. I'm just watching this intense game just as much as you are.
You're a big Sand Devil fan, aren't you?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
You don't have any issue with their success, do you? Hey, the Sand Devils boys team has done well this year, 17-8 overall record, and Justin Smith, the head coach, you know him well. Can you give me a little insight into Coach Smith as a coach, his approach to things, how he approaches players, and how is it that he achieves so much success as you watch Talon Herder finish right there?
I'd say it's just tough love. We follow a system all the way through when it comes to our Sand Devil philosophy of defense first is a priority, and that's what wins us state championships. Justin Smith was my coach back in 2009, 10, 11, and he's the one that we won our title with, too.
Yeah, he's got some experience, doesn't he?
Oh, yes, he does.
He's also the coach that won the first ever Page Sand Devil Boys State Championship just a couple of years back, 3 years back. I believe it was 3 years back. And he led that team to a championship over the Snowflake Lobos, who they'll get to play if they win this game.
Yes, it is, but he's well experienced. I mean, with all his years of experience and through this stressful time for the playoffs, Justin's the one that you want to go to for it. And he's the one that will be the playmaker for this team to be able to set up, have them execute what they need to do, and have the game plan and follow it.
So how much of your style of coaching and your approach to players, how much of that would you say you've gotten from Coach Smith?
I'd say that I got majority. We follow a philosophy. We follow what we are given in the Sand Devil program. And, it's not just Justin Smith. It's all the way from Randy Heiner, Aaron Anderson, Mike Bill, everyone, all the coaches who's been through the system, even Ryan Whitehorse. You're just getting a lot of knowledge, and you're just building upon that every single through. Even from my experience from past coaches, even the collegiate level side, I get a little bit from there. A little bit from Justin, a little bit from everyone, and you put it together and you build your own program through that too.
Sand Devils miss an opportunity. Kerry Nash with the outlet pass to finish for Monument Valley, and Kerry gets his first second half points. He's got 10 in the game for the Mustangs. We got a 1-point game, everybody, 39-38. Sand Devils in front. I'm talking with Celeste Claw, the head coach of the Sand Devils. Coach, let me ask you about your team a bit and where you feel like you are at this juncture. You're the number one seeded team in the tournament. You watch Bryce Williams with the shot. And a timeout for the Mustangs. Coach, got the number one seed for the state tournament. How proud are you of the ladies?
Extremely. We put ourselves in a great position right now for the state playoffs. And, that's just all the hard work the girls have been given. They worked hard to be in that spot right now, and all we got to say is take it game by game now. It's seniors' last dance to be able to compete, to play, and I'm excited for what they're going to do.
So you get a chance to open up your playoffs on Friday, and you're going to get the Ganado Hornets, the Lady Hornets. You've seen them a lot this season. Every time a great team plays a team that's up and coming like the Hornets, it just gets harder and harder to beat them. So what do you think of the challenge for you and the ladies on Friday night?
We can't underestimate our competition. The Hornets are going to come in, and they're going to be coming in ready to play. They're a scrappy team run by a great coach, and I'm excited for what they're going to give us. But we hit a reset. We got humbled over the weekend, and I'm actually excited about it because it helped refocus the girls on the bigger picture. It helped refocus them about what we need to clean up when it comes to our small flaws in the system. So, and that allowed all this practice time to be able to focus on that. So now we're refocused, we're ready for playoff season. You know, February is the favorite time of the year because of this kind of atmosphere right now that we're seeing right now.
Yeah, great atmosphere. I was going to ask you next about fan support, about the Sand Devil faithful. What do they do for you?
Oh, our fans have been tremendous this past season. They've definitely been coming out every single game, giving us a good crowd on our home court advantage. The cheerleaders have sparked that passion, that school spirit back up into the atmosphere, and that just amps up everyone else in this crowd. That's what I'm really excited for, is to see a lot of the alumni coming out to the game, see a lot of past players, players that the girls right now look up to role models as they're playing for Legion Bowl. You know, it's fun, and that's what I love about February time.
Coach, I know this is a boys' playoff game, and I'm going to return to the full-time focus on the game here in a moment, but I couldn't pass up on a chance to talk to you. So as you think about the girls' playoffs, the 3A state playoffs, and once again it looks like the championship is in some way, shape, or form going to run through these teams from the north. Who worries you, or do you have any concerns about the quality of competition in the girls' 3A playoffs out there?
Just watch out for the 3A North teams. We're definitely coming out. We're ready to play, and I'm excited to kind of see who's going to end up in the state championship game.
That is outstanding, Coach, as you see that one fly up there. Moments ago, the third foul of the game called on Uzia Flores. We're going to get you back to that, everybody. And I want to just say thank you so much, Coach Claw. It's a privilege to cover your teams, both your team and this boys team here at Page, as you watch that nice move by Jaden Rett. Well, actually, I think that was Carrie Nash. It's a great job, great finish over there. But thank you for spending some time, and we wish you the best of luck, okay?
No problem. Thank you for having me.
All right, as always, there's Coach Celeste Claw, Boca Claw, the great player here at Page High School, championship player in high school, collegiate player, and now she leads this girls team for the Sand Devils. You get a whistle and a ball out of bounds. This will belong to the Sand Devils. Tied 43-43. Not for very long, though. Tyree Stingley, first points for him in the second half. He's got 13 in the game. Overall leader in scoring is Carrie Nash with 15. Here's Carrie. To the corner, Ralph Gray guarded by Max Reed. Spin off the glass. Good looking shot, but no good there, and there'll be a foul called on the Mustangs. Jaden Redhouse calls that, gets that foul call. Tyree inbounds the ball for the Sand Devils. Final minutes of the third quarter, 45-43. And we'll get a travel. Monument Valley going to get it back. Hey, can I let you know out there, folks? I know it's basketball season, but how about some wrestling up in the Monument Valley area? SCW wrestling season is getting underway. Sheep Camp Wrestling at Monument Valley High School. That's where they practice, usually in the evenings, 6 p.m. to 7:30. I think the next practice is scheduled for Tuesday, right? Next Tuesday. Why not get out there? This is for kindergarten through 8th grade. And if your child wants to improve their wrestling skills, get ready for the upcoming season, get out there on Tuesday night at Monument Valley High School. As that shot goes off, we've got 6 seconds left. And in my opinion, is the single best sport that a kid can play is wrestling. And it helps you for every other sport that you play. Every one of my kids, we had them wrestle. And I think it was the best move we could make. As we come to the end of the third quarter in this big state playoff game, it's 45-43. Sand Devils in front of Monument Valley. What a game in this boys matchup. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in a moment. Northland Basketball 3A State Playoffs presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Not only does Perkins Cinders dominate site excavation, driveway building, and underground utility installation, they operate cinder pits and mines where they are literally crushing materials year-round. Don't just finish a construction job, crush it. Perkins Cinders, helping you get a load of this.
So let's get back to it. Sports fans, let's resume our coverage of Northland basketball here at the Sports Zone. Fourth quarter underway. I want to make a little correction, and thank you to Myron Sosi for the message I just received. Myron Sosi represents District 6, and you know what? I remember you telling me that, Myron. It's District 6 that he represents, the State House of Representatives, but I was looking information up a moment ago, and I'm going to tell you, go to the, I'll send you the website that I went to, Myron, so you can take a look. It lists District 7, and so they've got an inaccurate listing there, but I'll get that to you. Maybe a correction can be made one way or the other. Thank you, Myron Sosi. As this shot flies, and the shot is good for Preston Ross. Preston's played sparingly today for the Sand Devils, but taking advantage of his opportunity on the floor right there. First basket of the game for Ross. Answered with a 2 in the paint by Jaden Redhouse. Nice little fadeaway by Jaden. Jaden's got 8 points. Teammate Carrie Nash with 15. Yuzil Flores has 14 points. And the Sand Devils control. Picked out of the air by Tyree Stingley, and he'll take on 2 defenders. And he's fouled for 2 shots. Oh boy, I think the guy that got him is Flores. No. Take that back. The guy that picked up the foul is Jaden Sosi. Second foul of the game on Sosi. Tyree Stingley at the line. He missed that first one. Able to connect on that second one. Our score 49-45. These teams work their way down to the final moments. Jaden Redhouse powers it up. Boy, Jaden has really elevated his game here in the second half of the season. He's a much more confident player. And he takes it strong, like he just showed you right there. Takes it strong to the basket. That floater is looking good from Joseph Benali, the sophomore, hanging in the air to make that shot, get into double figures. He's got 10 points. Tyree Stingley leads the Sand Devils scoring with 14. Redhouse again with the power move and the low block there. And the guy that fouled him is Williams. Bryce has now 3 personal fouls in the game. Big make right there by Jaden. See if he takes over the scoring lead right here for the Mustangs. Certainly does. Oh, pardon me on that. I'm looking at the wrong line there. Redhouse has 12. Sorry, he's got 12 points. So not quite the guy leading the scoring. That still belongs to Carrie Nash with 15, but keeping the game close, 51-49. And a three, no good for Stingley. It's knocked out of bounds. Tyree got the last hand on it. How about Monument Valley with the team, with the season that they've had? They went into the region tournament where they won 3 games. They went in with an 11-14 overall season record and had to win 2 games to get to the state tournament. So they won their preliminary matchup over the Alsace Falcons. And then they took on the Sand Devils, and they had to beat the Sand Devils to get to the state playoff, which they did. Contact and 2 fouls after a technical on Tyree Stingley. He complained after getting called the personal foul on the contact on Uziel Flores. Uzi going to the line for 2 shots, and he's actually going to get 4. A little taunting, maybe. Kind of hard to see where the contact is in that's for sure. So Stingley has 2 fouls. That personal foul was the first one. Technical foul, obviously, is second foul in the game on Stingley. Boy, big miss right there for Uziel. So now a chance to tie it. 2 more shots right here for the technicals. And then an inbound from Monument Valley. What a big opportunity right here. Could be a 6-7 point swing if Uziel made all his free throws, but there's a couple of misses right there. So it could still be as much as a 5-point swing, depending on what happens with the possession after the inbound. We do have a tie game, everybody, 51-51. Well, you can see the shot blocking right there. You kind of got to watch your reactions. You got to watch your reactions, you know? Thanks, everybody. Thank you to our sponsoring partners of our coverage that help us bring you Northland basketball, the 3A state playoffs now. Don't forget that the Sports Zone is going to have exclusive coverage of all the quarterfinal games on Monday and Tuesday. Monday, the girls' quarterfinals in Prescott Valley. Tuesday, the boys' quarterfinals. The Sports Zone will have the exclusive broadcasting of that, but that's going to be on the NFHS network. There's Brandon Bijo hiding in the crowd right there. One of the all-time Northland basketball greats. We'll have exclusive broadcasting, but it's going to be on the NFHS network, which requires you to get a subscription. And we're asking you if you'll hold off until Saturday afternoon or Sunday to get that subscription if you can't make it to Prescott Valley. And then click on one of the games. Go on the NFHS network. By that time, we will be able to publish the individual games that are going to be played. Go to the NFHS network, click on those games, and then by doing so and subscribing that way on Saturday afternoon or Sunday, then that's going to help us in our affiliation with the NFHS network. So that's our request to you. 51-51 is our score here with half the fourth quarter remaining. And a jump ball. Ball tied up by Jaden Sosi. Hey, I don't know if we got a friend out there. Some of you know, I'm going to mention his name in a moment as we get a whistle, a foul from the corner. 3 shots on the way. The guy that committed the foul is Uziel Flores. Tried to cover ground, tried to close the distance, tried to get a shot block out there. Uzi's got 3 fouls in the game now. This is Joseph Benali. Well, folks, if you remember the documentary series on Netflix called Basketball or Nothing, Sports Zone was privileged to have a part in that. Great documentary that followed mostly the Chinle Wildcats. Well, how about those 2 big foul shots right there for Joseph Benali, and he's going to get another one right here, trying to make it a 4-point game. Well, one of the producers of that series is a guy named Matthew Howley, and many of you know Matthew Howley. He's a great friend of the Navajo Nation. Matthew he lives in Philadelphia, and he's at home, and he fired up the broadcast of this game right here. He and his wife, watching. They were watching a little while ago. I don't know if they're still watching, but Matthew, if you're watching, just wanted to say love you, man. And I hope you and your wife, your new wife, are doing really well. Matthew says it's sounding great in Philadelphia, so that's great. But he also asked me, he said, do you think wrestling, his wife asked him, do you think wrestling is good for kids? Listen, man, wrestling is the best sport for kids. If you had one sport, I would say it's wrestling. Get your kids to play wrestling, but you don't have to do just one sport normally. So have them do a time frame. My kids, all from the time they were about 4th grade through junior high, were required to wrestle. That was a requirement of living in my house. As you watch that shot come off for Tyree Stingley, no good. And they didn't have to wrestle in high school and never did. But I promise you it made a huge difference in the overall kind of players they were, their toughness, mental toughness, and their dexterity, their physicalness. As you watch Jaden Redhouse bury a 3. And a big shot. Jaden's had a huge 4th quarter. He has scored 8 points in the 4th quarter to keep Monument Valley step for step with the Sand Devils. 54-54 our score with 2:35 remaining in regulation. So I just say, wrestling is a phenomenal sport. If it were up to me, every young man out there would have to wrestle for 2, 3, 4 years. There's a whistle and a foul. Maximus Reed on the drive, and he gets fouled. The guy that got him was Jaden Sosi. Pay attention to the foul total for Yuzil Flores. He's got 3 right now. Inbound. Man, I tell you, that is tough to defend. Tyree Stingley let him get that close to the basket, which they were doing a good job at denying earlier on in the game, but you let him get that close, and you're going to have such a hard time denying that guy. Flores pulls up. The 3 is good! Yuzil with a huge shot here in the 4th quarter. And the lead belongs to Monument Valley after the make right there. Quick timeout from the MV bench. You got the big make, which you'll look at right here. How about this good-looking shot from Flores? Don't give him the space. And, it just seems like the bigger the moment, the better the shot from Yuzil Flores. He loves these moments. Moments like this, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless and our great sponsoring partners like Holbrook Family Dentistry. They serve not just Holbrook, Winslow, that area, but they serve the Navajo Nation as well, many of their customers from up on the Navajo Nation. There is Myron Sosi, Arizona State Representative, District 6. Should say District 6 right there, but thank you, Representative Sosi, for your partnership, helping the Sports Zone bring coverage like this big game here tonight in Page. And to Tallman Bucking Bulls. Tallman Bucking Bulls, great people and great partners of ours now here in the postseason as we bring you our coverage, which will resume after tonight on Friday night in Cholo. The Cholo Cougars take on Sabino in a girls' second-round state playoff game. We'll have that for you, 7 o'clock on Friday night. And then Saturday, big game in Snowflake. The 7th-seeded Snowflake Lobo boys team is going to take on the winner of this game right here. We get to see whoever this is, see them again. as the lead belongs to the Sand Devils again. 58-57. From the baseline, Carrie Nash returns it outside. Jaden Sosi has it. Now Flores, boy, thought about it. Look at the defender on him. I'll say it like I said it in the region tournament. The smallest guy on the floor for Monument Valley, covered by the tallest guy for the Sand Devils. Flores did what he could to beat the shot clock, but you probably saw the light up on the backboard before he released, so the shot is no good. Sand Devils retain the lead, 58-57. With a minute remaining. Jackson Smith, right side. Joey Benali. Maximus Reed, wide open. Oh, what a big shot that would have been. Rebound, Stingley. He'll miss his shot attempt. Carrie Nash with a monster rebound. .35 on the clock. 21 on the shot clock. Flores picks up the dribble. And a timeout. Timeout from the Monument Valley bench. Coach Randolph Gilmore wants a full timeout. Let's grab us a message in, everybody. Stand by for more in the fourth quarter from Page. The 3A North teams facing off in the state playoffs, presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.
With Choice NTUA Wireless, you can work, stream, surf, and play with the full power of our broadband service. We have expanded our network for more coverage and improved internet plans for your home. Visit one of our Choice NTUA Wireless locations nearest you to get started. Give us a call at 928-730-2273 or go online now to choice-wireless.com/broadband and order your home internet connection today. Choice NTUA Wireless. Navajo owned, Navajo proud.
Thank you to Choice NTUA Wireless for the partnership that helps us bring you this coverage tonight from Page High School. Thank you, Holbrook Family Dentistry. And 25.9 seconds remain in regulation at Page High School. Inbound, Monument Valley on the baseline. That shot comes up a little short for Carrie Nash, but Stingley taps it out of bounds. And the Mustangs, with a brand new shot clock, in fact, no shot clock for the final 21.4 seconds now. After that one drew some iron. Carrie Nash's shot attempt. So Monument Valley can take their time right here. They're not going to, though. Inbound, and they'll get the lead back. What a pass from Ralph Gray to Jaden Redhouse, who has owned the fourth quarter for Monument Valley. And with 14 seconds remaining, Monument Valley has the 1-point advantage. Can they continue their Cinderella season and advance to the next round of the playoffs? Sand Devils take a timeout. Everybody. Wow. We got a great finish last night. A last-second victory for the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners, who only won 5 non-tournament games all season long, but boy, that was enough to get them into the state playoffs, because everybody on the Holbrook Roadrunners schedule is in the playoffs. The girls. Everybody on their schedule is in the playoffs. So they played a really tough schedule, only won 5 games, but they proved something, proved their mettle, proved their worth last night with a 53-52 win over the Tuba City Lady Warriors. Tuba City, a great team, great young team. They're going to factor in as challenges for a state title in the next 2 or 3 years. Kim Williams doing a great job at Tuba City, but it was Holbrook prevailing for their coach, Greg Perkins, last night. And we're going to get a chance to perhaps see the Lady Roadrunners in Prescott Valley. They've got to play Fountain Hills on Friday night, but I'll tell you, I would make Holbrook the favorite in that game. Inbound for the Sand Devils. Clock starts. 10 seconds. Stingley underneath. Shot is blocked by Jaden Redhouse. Monument Valley gets fouled. And the Mustangs are 3.4 seconds away from advancing in the state playoffs. Jaden Redhouse has had a marvelous fourth quarter. I believe that was him that blocked a shot. That might have been Carey. And timeout taken by Coach Gilmore before the inbound. This Monument Valley team is magical. Well, maybe that was Carey Nash on the shot block. One way or the other, those two young men right there have stepped up big time at this Monument Valley team that had the magical run last year in the postseason. Now minus the two great stars, the legends, L. Brandon Bijo and Roberto Flores, that graduated, moved on, playing college basketball now. Now it's these new faces led by Uzziel Flores, but Carey Nash has become a huge factor. Carey with 15 points in this game. Flores, that I mentioned, has 19. And Jaden Redhouse, who has owned the fourth quarter, has 17 points. Sand Devils have got to get a steal. They've got to get a steal, and they've got to turn that into points in a hurry. Monument Valley into front court. Ralph Gray has it. And a whistle with 0.8 seconds, and I believe that's going to be enough. I believe this Monument Valley team, I believe they're going to win this game and advance in the state playoffs to the second round to face the Snowflake Lobos. This team has some kind of magic. It's amazing what Monument Valley has done. And a win here will put them for the first time, I believe for the first time the entire season, even going back to the very beginning, put them above 500. Let's see, they started the season, well, they were above 500 for the first two games. They won both of those, 2-0. Then they lost 7 in a row. And they've never been above 500 since then. 1.2 seconds. They put a little time on, and Monument Valley will have to inbound from the side. Sand Devils would have to steal it, shoot it, make it, all in a really short span of time. The officials will discuss it. We're trying to find out how many fouls Uzziel Flores has. Oh, Benali, sorry. Benali and 3 fouls in the game on Benali and a Ralph Gray try at the line. One more guarantees a tie, but with 1.2 seconds after the inbound, it's going to take a miracle for the Sand Devils to tie it if this shot goes in for Ralph. And it does. Ralph makes them both. Boy, this is a weird finish, isn't it? 3-point game, 1.2 seconds left. Timeout, Sand Devils. Coach Smith going to draw something up to try to get his guys a shot that would force overtime. One way or the other. When a winner is finally pronounced for this game, this place is going to erupt. Will it be the Mustangs? This Mustangs team. See how many times they have. See how many times the Mustangs have played Sand Devils. First time was back on January 2nd. Sand Devils beat Monument Valley 53-36 on that night. And the next matchup was on January 23rd. It was an overtime victory for the Sand Devils, 58-56. So 2-0 before they met again in the 3A North Region semifinal tournament game. Just a few days ago, and Monument Valley beat Page 44-36 in that game. Here they are at the home of the Sand Devils to try and do it one more time, and it's looking pretty good for Monument Valley. Let's see how they defend the inbound here. It's man-to-man. They're going man-to-man. Inbound to Williams, up ahead, and this shot was not in time. It didn't go in anyway, and Monument Valley does it again. Monument Valley does it again. They are finishing out this season unbelievably. They had that amazing playoff run last year that included an improbable 40-point victory over a highly acclaimed, talented Coolidge team in the playoffs. That was in the quarterfinals. Now they defeat the Page. Now they defeat the Page Sand Devils at Page in the first round of these playoffs. And they just continue to march on. Final score is 61-58. Monument Valley is going to go to the locker room and talk it over, and then we're going to talk with the Sports Zone's player of the game. That is Jaden Redhouse. Jaden with 17 points. But how about his fourth quarter? 11 of his 17 in the fourth quarter. Jaden is our Sports Zone player of the game. And he just does it again. Remember last year, his heroics. Jaden with a last-second three-point basket in the semifinals of the playoffs at Veterans Memorial Coliseum in downtown Phoenix. He lifted Monument Valley to the state championship game with that last-second three. On a play that was not designed to go to Jaden, it was going to go to Al Brandon Bajo, but he was covered too well on that play. Jaden got open. They got him in the corner. He made a shot, and the team went to the state championship. And now, Jaden rises up in the fourth quarter, hits a couple of free throws, hit a three-point basket, scored 11 of his overall 17 points in the game in that fourth quarter. Amazing performance by Jaden Redhouse. Teammate Uziel Flores had 19 points. Kerry Nash with 15 points. Just a fantastic job by Monument Valley. They're going to move on and play the Snowflake Lobos on Saturday at 7 p.m. Lobo Gymnasium in Snowflake. We'll have live coverage of that for you here on our continued playoff coverage at the Sports Zone, which is brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless. Well, stand by, everybody. We're going to grab us a timeout. We'll return to Sand Devil Gymnasium in a moment and talk to Jaden Redhouse, our Sports Zone player of the game, and then wrap up our coverage tonight over here at the home of the Sand Devils. What a night, everybody. Don't go anywhere. We'll continue our coverage in a moment. The 3A state playoffs at the Sports Zone, brought to you by Choice NTUA Wireless.
Have you heard the big news? White Mountain Regional Medical Center in Springerville is bold in their approach to upgrade and improve your healthcare experience. Not only do they have professional, experienced providers that service a wellness clinic, laboratory and physical therapy services, and imaging and surgical services, they are also expanding their ER facility and capabilities. White Mountain Regional Medical Center strives to enhance the wellness of your community, one patient at a time.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse, followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert and $1,000 cash. Call today.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Laughs can be like people, a little fun and a little unique. Who doesn't love a good guffaw? And the snort? That will always be a classic. Then there's the wheeze. Nothing like the imitation of a dying vacuum cleaner to make your day. The Furniture Gallery is committed to helping you find what makes you, you. Not only will they match your style, they will do it with your budget in mind. The Furniture Gallery, located in Snowflake, will help make your house into a home. And they'll do whatever it takes to make you a customer for life.
The team at Beam and Will Drilling is like a great football team. They work hard, they work as a team, and they play to win. Their reputation is second to none, and they proudly call the White Mountains their home, even though they complete projects throughout the entire southwestern United States and beyond. No project is too big or too small for Beam and Well Drilling, so when the time comes for you to punch a hole in the ground, remember the White Mountains' top well drilling team, Beam and Well Drilling. Call anytime, 928-205-7647. Go deep with Beam and Well Drilling.
What can you do for that special Valentine in your life? How about take them out for a romantic steak dinner at Cattleman's Steakhouse, followed by 2 movie tickets to the WME theaters. Then let them know their name is in the hat to win a Valentine adventure they will never forget. Premium VIP front row tickets to Blake Shelton live in concert with special guests Dustin Lynch and Emily Ann Roberts. And if it couldn't get any better, add $1,000 cash. Happy Valentine's Day. If you have a broken windshield, call the experts at Mountain Mobile Auto Glass and Tint and treat your Valentine to steak dinner, the movies, and a shot at front row tickets to see Blake Shelton live in concert and $1,000 cash. Call today.
536-597 Mountain Mobile Auto Glass cash back to you. Woohoo!
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to our broadcast coverage of the 3A state playoffs from Page High School. What a finish in this one again. We've been treated to 2 amazing games these last couple of nights. Last night, the Holbrook Lady Roadrunners with a 53-52 win over the Tuba City Lady Warriors. And tonight, this huge finish and win for the Monument Valley Mustang boys, who now for the first time since the 4th game they played this season, have moved above 500 on their overall record. They're 15-14, and they just keep doing magical things. They're amazing. I don't know what's in the water at Monument Valley, but it's working. And let's talk to our player of the game. Final score in this big boys playoff game at Page High School, the visiting Monument Valley Mustangs, the number 23 seed in the boys 3A state playoffs, has taken down the number 10 seed, the Page Sand Devils. Final score 61-58. Welcome in, everybody. Floyd Simmons here. Coverage provided by Choice NTUA Wireless. And our player of the game is brought to you by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. And there he is on the screen. That good-looking young man is Jaden Redhouse. Jaden, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I can't even imagine what it must feel like. Can you put it in words? Tell us what it feels like to get this win tonight.
It feels great. But we have a next game we got to worry about, but we'll enjoy the moment right now,
So your team has, had its struggles this year. And, I don't know, maybe you can walk us through. Did you have confidence in this club, in this group, to do what they're doing right now, win the tournament, the 3A North tournament, win this playoff game? Did you have that confidence back when the struggles were happening in December, early January?
I don't know. I was just playing, but everybody did great, especially at the tournament. I just want to thank everyone, working together. We came out with this win, and this just feels great. Everything.
You're just going to work, just business as usual. Something I've noticed from you is I feel like your confidence, personal confidence, and the way you handle yourself and attack the basket, it feels to me like that has really grown a lot here over the course of the season. How do you feel when you're on the court, when the ball's in your hands and you've got to make a play?
I'm pretty much used to it, and I've been here before, and I'm just trying to keep my team confident and calm, and we came out with the win.
You've been here before. You've been all the way before.
Yeah.
State championship game last year. You lifted your team to a championship with that three-pointer in the semifinals, right? You've been there at the biggest moments. Is this team, are they prepared mentally to keep that fight going? You got a big game on Saturday against Snowflake.
Yeah, I have confidence. Everyone is locked in, and starting tomorrow, we got Snowflake, next game.
How tough of an assignment was it for you tonight? You had to guard Tyree Stingley a lot, and early on in the game, man, you were doing a great job fronting him, keeping him from getting in close. Was that a tough job tonight?
I was just doing what I was told and executed greatly.
Just do what I'm told,
man.
I mean,
just do what I'm told.
You just go out there and coach says, coach throws you a bone out there and you go after it, don't you?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Great job. Coach Gilmore is really doing a marvelous job with you guys. Here you go, 3 consecutive North Region tournament titles, and now you advance in the playoffs one more time. Jaden, was there any sort of a special or maybe an elevated sense of urgency for you because it's your senior year and your last chance to do this? How are you approaching it mentally?
Yeah, you're right. It's my senior year, so I'm just going all out and doing what I've learned over the years.
How long you been playing with Uzi?
For like 3 years, 4.
Okay, same as with Kerry?
I've been with Kerry for that long too.
I mean, you got a lot of great players. It's not just you 3, but you 3, you, Kerry Nash, Uzi Flores. That's a good group. Uzi had 19 points, and Kerry had 15. You had 17 points. That group. I mean, you guys just everybody lifting each other. How does that work?
I don't know. We just know we can score, and we just had confidence this game, and I don't know. We just played great teamwork. Everybody's passing the ball, and, we did great.
You ready to take on the Lobos on Saturday?
Yeah, we have to.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I have
We're going to see you there again. We'll broadcast that one as well. Hey, man, we're going to follow you all over the place, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that's fine.
We'll be there, okay? All right, congratulations.
All right. Yeah,
way to go.
you.
Our Sports Zone player of the game is Jaden Redhouse. Hey, grab that shirt there, Jaden. You can show the folks on the screen right there. I'm sure they want to see the wares that you get here today, the apparel. You're going to look good in that, Jaden. Going to look good. Jaden Redhouse is our Sports Zone player of the game. What a fourth quarter he had where he scored 11 of his 17 points. It was necessary to get this win over that great Page team. Congratulations to Jaden Redhouse, the Sports Zone player of the game, presented by White Mountain Regional Medical Center. Continue on. We may or may not have one other discussion. We were thinking there might be an opportunity to talk to Kerry Nash. Kerry has been playing so well, and he has stepped up his game. So many others have stepped up their game from Monument Valley for them to be able to get where they're at. And let's bring on the head coach. I don't see Kerry anywhere. Maybe Kerry went back to the locker room there and get changed. Continue our postgame, everybody. Final score, Monument Valley 61, Page 58 in the first round of the boys 3A state playoffs. What a win for the Mustangs. They've got the juggernaut rolling. They just keep it going on. Their head coach joins us now, Randolph Gilmore. Coach, congratulations. What a win for you and the guys.
Thank you.
Can I ask you this question, Coach? What's in the water at Monument Valley? What are you guys drinking up there? It's working, man.
I don't know. My dad works there, so that's probably why.
Your dad works at the water department?
Yeah.
Well, you can tell him just keep it going. It's magical. Coach, one of the things that I think is defining your era, your tenure as head coach of this team is peaking at the right time and getting the guys ready to play when it counts the most in the postseason. Tell me what went into this victory tonight, coming to the Sand Devils where they've got a great team and what you had to get done. What is it you did motivationally speaking to get this team ready?
Well, we've always worked on. We always try to work on defense, and that's what we can. Oh yeah, we just continue to work on defense. Can you repeat the question again?
Well, I'm just wondering, the kind of motivation that you brought for the team tonight to get them ready to win.
Wait, just tell them that we know we can play with anybody, and we try to work at practice. Like beginning of the season, we weren't doing too good, and that was because we had some obstacles to go over. Players getting hurt, players not taking it serious. So I had to continue to remind them, and I continued to motivate them, but then there's times I had to be real with them. Like if nothing doesn't change, then our season may be done. So I guess they understood that and the motivation, and they continue to work harder as the season progressed.
Two guys that I think have made steady progress that have turned into two of the best that I think we have in the state, not just the North. Kerry Nash, we're going to try to talk to Kerry in a moment, and Jaden Redhouse, who was our player of the game today. Jaden took over that fourth quarter and owned it. Those two guys, when you have a couple of guys like that, Coach, does it make your job easier?
Yeah, it does make it easier, but we've had Jaden since he was a sophomore, so he knows what the varsity level is about. He knows what I'm about. He knows what the team is about, and he's coachable. Same as Kerry, too. He's coachable, too, and the stuff we try to tell him to do, he tries to do it as best as he can. So, yeah.
Well, Coach, we got a lot of great footage of you and your team at the region tournament. And we got a lot of great footage tonight of your team. And the Snowflake Lobos were having a watch party at home watching this game tonight. So they got some great scouting. What's your scouting been like of the Lobos? Have you gotten a good look at them?
No, but we're going to start watching. But I know they're quick and they like to run. So we'll see. I got to watch some film, or us coaches, and we're going to watch the film with the team too. So.
All right, Coach, listen, I'm trying to improve my golf game, so if I could get a bottle of that water from over at Monument Valley, I could use that.
All right.
Because you guys are doing some good stuff. Congratulations. What a win. Way to go, Coach.
Thank you.
You did a great job.
Yeah.
Coach Randolph Gilmore of the Monument Valley Mustangs. They have come up with a great win, another in a long string of amazing late season or postseason victories that Monument Valley has been able to put together, put another one, add another tick mark to the great things that Coach Randolph Gilmore's teams have done. Final score 61-58. Monument Valley over the Page Sand Devils, the number 23 seed, which I said during the beginning of the broadcast, Monument Valley's a way better team than 23. Trust me. They got a chance to take down the number 10 seed, the Page Sand Devils, today. And our coverage presented by Choice NTUA Wireless. Let's talk to Kerry Nash, one of these stars for Monument Valley, after another great performance by him and the guys. Kerry, congratulations.
Yep, thank you.
Hey, it's great to have you, Kerry, with us. And, you went out and did it again. And I just got to tip my hat, man. What an effort by you and the guys. How proud are you of the job done tonight?
Really proud of the guys, especially Jay, Uzi, and all the starters and bench players. Yeah.
Hey, we were pretty impressed with Jaden Redhouse. He scored 11 points in the fourth quarter, okay? He ended up with 17. You had 15. Uzi had 19. Were you as impressed with Jaden in that fourth quarter as we were?
Yeah, especially when hit down that big three and that other layup to tie the game. Yeah.
Yeah, those were big moments for you and the team for sure. And, you guys are proving that you're multi-dimensional. You had a couple of games where Uziel, he took over and he did some big things. But do you feel like there's a lot of different pieces? You do big things and you can lift the team and carry the team when you need to. Jaden just did it right there. You got other guys as well. Does it feel like you've got a lot of facets to this team and what make you great?
Yeah.
Might be a long question I gave you right there.
Yeah.
might be a little bit more, but the point being, you've got multiple guys that can contribute big, right? Yeah, no doubt. And they're going to have to contribute in your next round for sure. But let me bring you back to this game right here. Another chance to face, and then ultimately you defeated the Sand Devils with they've got a great team, and Tyree Stingley. To be able to beat a team that features a guy like that, what does it take for you guys to get a win in that kind of situation?
Just like
How about just block a shot once in a while, right?
Yeah.
That's you. You're out there.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think you might be the best shot blocker up here in the north. Block a shot once in a while. Somebody hit a big three, and it seems like everything you guys do is keyed by your defense. Is that true?
Yeah.
Seems like Coach wants defensive play out of everybody. Who did you spend most of your time on today defensively? Who was your assignment?
Number 30 and Tyrese.
Yeah. Tyrese, that's a tough assignment, isn't it? Yeah. Well, listen, it's your senior year, Carrie. And are you playing? Do you feel like there's a lot of urgency here? How do you go into each one of these remaining games now? I mean, you played essentially a playoff game in the semis against Page in the tournament. You had to win that game just to be able to play this game.
Yeah.
So what's it like for you mentally when you're approaching each one of these games?
Just go out, give it your all, and do whatever you can and whatever the team can.
Feel pretty good?
Yeah.
Yeah? You've been there before. Can you do it again?
We'll see.
All right.
Yeah, we'll see.
You got a big game on Saturday. We wish you the best, okay?
Yeah, thank you.
Keep it going, man. Kerry Nash right there. Great senior from Monument Valley. Had another great game for the team, and this really was a team win. All across, up and down that roster, guys with big contributions, and we congratulate them. Our player of the game. I deserve a Valentine. I just got a Valentine from that lady right there. That is so nice. Somebody and she wrote me a whole letter in the card. That is amazing. That is awesome. Thank you for working. Is there a Hall of Fame for a cameraman? You belong in it. So this is Carrie Nash grandma? Here's your card. This is the card that Carrie Nash's grandma just gave him. And then on the inside here, she wrote a note. And it says, in the note, that Derek deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, for a cameraman Hall of Fame, and I don't disagree. And she gave me a card, too, right here. Here's my card, my Valentine card. And by the way, look at the envelope. It says, you deserve a Valentine. Oh, that's so sweet. And I got this great handwritten letter by Carrie Nash's grandma. That is amazing. And by the way, in one of these things, she says you've given him a boost of confidence by praising his rebounds and block shots, among many other things that she said in the letter. And, that's right here. That's why we do it. Going to wrap it up. Hey, want to say thank you to our great broadcast team. Derek Simmons right there. Our technical director is Julio K. And way up there on camera, somewhere way up in the sky, is Jessica K. What a great job by our production team. Don't forget what's coming up on our playoff broadcast schedule. Friday night we'll be at Sholo High School. The Sholo Lady Cougars take on Sabino in a girls' playoff game. And then Saturday we see Monument Valley and the Magical Mustangs once again as they get set to take on the number 7 seeded Snowflake Lobos at Lobo Gymnasium. We'll be there for it, and we'll bring you all that coverage right here as we do at the Sports Zone as we continue on now into the playoffs. Don't forget to get your NFHSnetwork.com subscription. We would ask you to do that Saturday afternoon or Sunday this weekend so that the Sports Zone will get credit. If you will go on their network, search for one of the games for the upcoming quarterfinals. Those will be known and published on the network on Saturday and Sunday. And if you'll do that, then we'll get credit for that. We've got exclusive coverage in the quarterfinals. And we ask that you would do that. So get your subscription Saturday afternoon or Sunday on the NFHSnetwork.com network if you can't be at those playoff games. For the entire crew, Floyd Simmons right here thanking the great people, Megan Moore, and the people at Page High School. Thanking you for joining us, saying God bless you. We'll see you very soon for more Northland basketball presented by Choice NTUA Wireless.